Welcome. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the future of hospitality management. Specifically, we'll be looking at how artificial intelligence is completely transforming one of the most vital parts of any hotel's operation, forecasting demand.
Hello, everyone. As an AI expert who spent years in the hospitality field, I'm really excited to be your guide on this. This whole session is designed for students of Europe Hotel School to help you get ahead in this amazing industry. We're really looking forward to being a part of your professional journey.
All right, let's jump right in. Our first section is all about a really big shift in how we think about forecasting. We're moving away from just trying to predict the total number of guests and towards something much, much smarter.
For a long time, the main goal was just to answer one simple question: how many rooms are we going to sell? But let's be honest, in today's incredibly competitive market, is that really enough? The answer, pretty clearly, is no. The old ways of forecasting, the ones that just look at that big total number, are leaving a ton of money and opportunity on the table.
So this is the key takeaway right here. Real, meaningful accuracy, it doesn't just come from knowing how many people are coming. It comes from understanding where they're coming from. It's about knowing who your customers are before they even click book. And this chart just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you have traditional forecasting. It's all about total demand, which leads to these very broad, one-size-fits-all strategies. But now, look at the right. Modern forecasting breaks everything down into segments. And when you do that, you can create these incredibly specific, targeted strategies that are just way, way more accurate. Okay, so let's keep building on that idea. To actually forecast with that kind of precision, you have to understand the two main building blocks of demand. And those are market segments and distribution channels. So, first up, what in the world is a market segment? Well, think of it in simple terms. It's just a specific group of your potential customers. They share similar traits, similar needs, and this is the most important part for us, they tend to book in very predictable ways.
For instance, think about a family booking a vacation. They're going to behave very differently from a business traveler. The family might book months in advance looking for the best deal. The corporate traveler, they might book at the last minute and care more about things like flexibility or a good workspace. Same goes for big conference groups or wholesale partners. Each one is its own unique piece of the puzzle.
Now, the second building block is the distribution channel. This one's pretty straightforward. It's simply the path a customer takes to book their room. It's the how and the where they make that reservation.
And this is absolutely crucial for profitability. A booking that comes directly through your own website, that's your best case scenario, highest profit. A booking from an online travel agency, an OTA, well, that comes with a hefty commission. Then you have the global distribution systems, the GDS, which are mainly used by corporate travel agents. Understanding this mix is everything. So you might be thinking, how on earth can anyone possibly keep track of all these different segments and channels at the same time? And that brings us to our next section, the incredible engine that makes this all possible, artificial intelligence. This is exactly where AI comes in and changes the game. There is no way a human analyst could sift through all the data needed to track every single one of these combinations in real time. It's just too much. But for an AI, it's exactly what it's built for. This kind of deep, analytical thinking is really becoming a core part of a modern hospitality education. So here's how it works, broken down really simply. First, the AI system just gobbles up enormous amounts of data, both your hotel's history and what's happening in the market right now. Then, and this is the magic, it forecasts demand for each tiny little segment and channel combination on its own. And with that information, you can make razor-sharp decisions about pricing, who you should be marketing to, and exactly how to manage your inventory. And all of this, it leads us to our final and I think most important section. Because all this data, all this analysis, it isn't just about maximizing revenue. It's about using that knowledge to create a truly personalized and unforgettable guest experience. And the best part is, this isn't some fantasy about the future. There are powerful tools on the market right now that take all this complex AI analysis and turn it into clear, actionable intelligence that lets you see what's coming around the corner. So let's look at a real-world example from a tool called Amadeus Demand 360. You can see this hotel's corporate bookings are up 15%, which is amazing. They're crushing the competition. But then you look at the leisure segment. They're down 5%, while their competitors are actually growing. Just that one insight tells them exactly where they need to put their focus and their marketing dollars. It's that powerful. And it's not just one tool.
Others, like OTA Insights Market Insight, can show you if customers are starting to shift from booking on your website to booking on an OTA. That lets you adjust your strategy right away to protect your profits. It's all about being proactive instead of just reacting to what happened last month. And this really brings everything full circle. When you understand exactly who is booking, you can start to tailor everything for them. You can customize the pre-arrival emails, the offers, even what's waiting for them in the room. This direct line between forecasting analytics and true guest personalization, that's a central theme in hospitality education today.
So, as you continue your studies and get ready for your careers, I want to leave you with this question. The technology is here, and it's getting smarter every single day. The hospitality leaders of tomorrow won't just be managers, they'll be data strategists. So how are you going to use this power to shape the future of the guest experience?